This is my third solo album. Yeah, and first on Elektra. It's called Angela Winbush. It's self-titled. Treat You Right was the first single in the States. It's like top five, and Inner City is the new single, which we're pushing. I haven't been home, so I don't know what the charts are doing, but it was going up pretty high. And the album entered at number 13 on the charts, the Billboard charts. So I'm very happy with the success of it.
And this just may be like the first week of rehearsal. We've got about 2.5 more months to go, so. We got a lot,
Thank you.
got a lot of things to do. Yeah.
Ready?
Whenever you're ready, Fred.
I was young, pop, and needed to wake up and see I knew me. Na na na, there's to be a better way. Say it again, a better way to show a great power.
Yeah, we were under a lot of pressure to make the second album. Not so much by people, but even by ourselves. Is that, you know, whenever we do something, we always want to try to make it better. And then again, the public always asks more of you. You know, if you sell this million, you know, they always want to see, can they do it again? Can they do better? So, you know, we were under a lot of pressure making the second album, but we just tried to basically put it out of our minds and concentrate on making the album good and appreciative to the group first.
Cause even though one time got around, you never turn away, you're right there. And I thank you. When I felt had enough, you never turned away, you're right there. And I thank you.
I think it's a natural progression from our first album, Kuliai Harmony, or the number 2 album. You know, it's just a lot more producers on this one. Basically, everyone that we work with from day one of our career is on this album. You know, the Brian McKnights, the Dallas Austins, LA and Bass, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. That's the only, matter of fact, that's the only addition. Jimmy and Terry have worked on this one, and this was our first time working with them. So it's that, like vocally, it's a natural progression from where we've been from the Christmas album and the first album going on.
I mean, we wanted to make an album that everyone could get into and everyone could listen to. So, and we think that we accomplished that.
Well, we the girlies are having a bit of a break here in sunny Hanover, just warming up with some teas and coffees. We're going to actually chat to Carleen right now about what she's been up to lately. You're currently about to finish your European tour, is that correct?
Yep, I am.
How's it been going?
It's been going wicked. We've been going to Sweden and Belgium and Germany, and the audiences have been really warm. Really warm.
That's a lot of dates in a lot of countries. How many of you are traveling? And
It's 10 of us all together on a little bus, tiny in our little bitty bunks and so forth, so we have to learn how to get along with each other.
like on the road? Is it quite intimate?
But yeah, it stays intimate, but you know, as I said, the audience's responses have been really warm, so that always helps the tour go a lot better.
Glad to bring the day in by your side.
it was Mariah's idea to do Endless Love. She was helping us select the songs behind the scenes, you know, and she said, "Oh, what about Endless Love?" And I'll do it with them, you know. And when they brought the idea to me, I said, "Oh, absolutely." I knew, I mean, just intuitively that she and I would sound good together.
The crowd went mad when she walked out.
Yes, they did.
What was it like performing with her in front of a live audience?
Oh, it was sensational. You know, I knew her before we recorded Endless Love. And that was the first time, well, yes, it was the first time we performed together in a way. We made the video, and that was like performing together. But this is the first time we performed in front of a live audience together. And it was just electric. I love that moment when in a concert, when a special guest comes out, you know, and the audience goes mad. I've done that a lot of times. I've come out on the stage in the middle of people's concerts, or in the middle of a Patti LaBelle concert. I just walked out, you know. Well, no, she actually came and grabbed me and pulled me out with a headlock. But I love doing that, and the audience just goes berserk, you know, and it's fun. I mean, just think about a night out. I mean, I love it because you forget all that you're going through during your day. You know, that's what we as entertainers do. I'm getting all philosophical now, but it's true. That's what we as entertainers do, you know. Escapism is very important, you know. I love it. It worked for me when I was a child, you know, or a very young listener. And I'm glad to be able to have that to contribute.
It's Soul Sunday on MTV. Mellow out to all your favorite soul grooves, past and present. This Sunday.
All right, 5-minute break, boys. Hey, boy, what'd you do?
I saved an angel. Every day I'd see her hovering above me, blessing me with her eyes. But at night, those same eyes, they'd cry. She only wanted to be free. I couldn't take it anymore, so I set her free.
Would you do it again?
The most aerodynamic production car ever built now has our smoothest V6 engine.
Today's subject, running. Carl here is a normal runner, which is unusual because most of us run incorrectly, either too much on the inside of the foot, thank you, Carl, or too much on the outside. And the further we run, the more strain we put on our feet. And how to stop this? Simple. The torsion system, which incorporates an X-bar to support the foot all the way through the gait cycle, while still allowing natural movement. Class dismissed. You too, Carl.
Ihre Haut braucht Feuchtigkeit den ganzen langen Tag. Bodycare mit Seidenproteinen. Sie tränkt ihre Haut und pflegt sie schön Bodycare, die Nonstop-Feuchtigkeit. Elm-Beatrix, The Care Company.
Also, das ist der Dime. Erkennen Sie ihn wieder?
Ja, also ich weiß
Jetzt
nicht.
vielleicht?
Ich kann mich nur an seinen Geschmack erinnern.
Umdrehen.
Der war so knusprig.
Ausziehen.
Oh ja, das ist der. Der Anblick bleibt mir unvergesslich. Die zarte Schokolade und der knusprige Karamellkern.
Dein erstes Dime. Vergisst du nie.
Der exotische Duft von Otto Kern.
Well, it's New Year's Eve, and to add to all your excitement, why don't you turn me on so I can turn you on with 6 hours of pumping party power with a special party zone that takes you live into 95. It's up next.
Hunger, the song, was written by myself and Jam and Lewis, and it was the first song that we recorded. I wanted to do something sensual, funky, and melodic. And at first I was going to record the song by Donna Summers, Love to Love You Baby. But I said, she's pants a lot in that song. It gets kind of sensual, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this song, because I remember being a child, I was listening to it in the radio, and she turned it off. She's like, what are you listening to? So I said, maybe I'll try and write something that has, I said, Terry and Jimmy, I want to do something that has that kind of, that kind of style to it.
We're a black music ensemble that proudly performs the full music of our heritage that's evolved over the past 400 years. And that's everything from rock and roll, which sometimes people forget is black music, R&B, spirituals, hip hop, ragtime, reggae. Each of those is a sound of blackness, and that's where our name emanates from, and hence we're called the Sounds of Blackness.
I knew of the Sounds of Blackness, and I always wanted to be a part of the Sounds of Blackness, but the distance always kept us up. Definitely comes from God. My voice is definitely a gift. I had no formal training, actually, until I came to the Sounds of Blackness, and that was under tutelage of Gary High.
I'm in Europe because I want to give love back to those who give me love, those who get funkified. I came to get funkified over here and just put it down in Milan, in Bern, in Paris, in London, everywhere I go. Coming up to go to clubs and stuff and venues when I perform, and they give me love. They let me know they love me, so I'm just trying to come see them and get them love back. Don't even trip.
With all my heart, I love you, baby. Da da da, da 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 da. And that much of that song would not leave me. And I found myself in the shower just humming that over and over and over again. And by the time I was getting out of the shower, the rest of the song had come through me. And it was the biggest song I've ever had. This is the first record where I didn't have a plan. With the previous records, there was always like a effort to maintain some sort of continuity from one song to the next. If it was nothing more than the arrangement of each song or the instrumentation of each song, I felt a need for some reason to have a common thread throughout. And normally I achieved that common thread by using one producer and one rhythm section for each song. For this one, again, the juices just started to flow, and I just started reaching for this song and reaching for that one and pulling for this one, and the songs were coming from everywhere, and I was trying different producers, and I was just doing stuff that I liked.
We're gonna do live shows with the band and background when we start touring with Boyz II Men and Gerald Levert in January. It'll start in the States, so we're excited about that.
I came out in '87. I produced the last 3 albums I've done. I produced the whole Silk album, which came out, 92, and that did well. I just finished my girls group who will be out in January called Cut Close. So I've been pretty much just writing, doing a lot of stuff. Right now I'm working on Ronald Isley, of the Isley Brothers. I'm doing a half of his album right now. So pretty much I've just been in the studio from that point up until now. It can go fast or slow. You know, a lot of people call me a balladeer, but they forget my first hit was I Wanna, which was an up-tempo song. And I came back with Make You Sweat. You know, I had quite a few, you know, up-tempo songs. So the whole, you can't really define Keith Sweat. I mean, you can define me by my voice. And that's about it.
I love Aaliyah and I love Immature, and you know, it's good that all of us can be young and come out with an album and people like us, you know. I think that's really great, and I think that I'm glad that, you know, the world has given us an opportunity to be something big, you know. I don't want to be a shooting star, I want to be a star that stays in the sky forever. My ultimate goals are to be the most successful 15-year-old in the business, the youngest 15-year-old in the business to ever win music awards, Grammys, all those sorts of things. And I think I have the potential to do that. So I'm gonna go for it.
If you'd be too mad, turn over.
Prince there with a Kiss, a song that has been covered a million times, but of course Prince does it best himself. Do I need to say that? Not really. Can you believe it? But Awake on the Wild Side has come to its end this morning. Had a great time watching all those brilliant Prince videos. I'm going to leave you now, but back at 2:30 is Paul King with more Prince video, and he's going to continue all the information about Prince that I know you guys out there in Europe wants to see and hear. I'm going to leave you with one of the best ever Prince tracks, and that's Let's Go Crazy. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Hello everybody, make sure that you stick around because coming up next is the MTV's Brown European Top 20 Video Countdown.
Obsession. Jetzt kommt die totale Chart-Power. Bravo, Hicks! Alle eure Supersongs auf einem Album. Natürlich mit der Nummer 1 von Mr. Big. Bravo Hits, das schärfste Vergnügen, seit es heiße Scheiben gibt.
WOM World of Music präsentiert Concrete Blonde. Jetzt im WOM-Journal, jeden Monat neu bei WOM World of Music.
what's your name?
Talking to me? Who is she?
What's your name? Who are you? What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Larry. Marry me.
It's awful, darling. We've run out of hula hoops and I've got nothing to crunch.
No, darling.
Nothing to play with.
I'd go and get us some, only my chin stuck to the side of your head.
CoverGirl introduce new lip advance. You've never seen lip color like this before. The richest cream color. The silkiest top coat. Lip color that lasts and lasts. Lip Advance from CoverGirl.
To give your hair the volume you usually get from the hairdresser, Braun has developed a powerful hairdryer with a totally new diffuser. The unique Braun Air Streamers channel warm air straight to the roots to give your hair the lift and body you want. The professional touch from Braun.
Lens selection will affect the mood and design of a video. Long lens. Wide lens. Zoom lens. Macro lens.
120 minutes. MTV's alternative music show. Interviews.
Like when you were young? They went on forever.
Live performance. Festivals. Specials. Videos. 120 minutes Sunday, 2100 CET.
Hello everybody, make sure that you stick around because coming up now is the MTV's Brown European Top 20 Video Countdown. Hiya, it's me, Simone Angel here, stepping in for Pip Dan to bring you the MTV Brown European Top 20 Video Countdown. Over the next 2 hours, I'll be counting down the very best music Europe has to offer, including clips from Two Unlimited, Snap, Mark Almond and Michael Jackson. But we kick off, as usual, at the very bottom of the charts, and it's been a very bad week for Simply Red. They crashed 7 places with For Your Babies. And if you missed them on the European tour, you can catch Simply Red playing dates in UK in July. Support on that tour will be from Desiree. Okay, moving up the charts, we have a new entry from Right Said Fred. The third release from Up, Deeply Dippy, is at 19. Deeply Dippy currently climbing the charts of Germany, Yugoslavia and the Netherlands. Well, something of a change of tempo now as we encounter Def Leppard. Let's Get Rocked is taken from the Adrenalize album, a cover of which displays the photographic talent of Pamela Springsteen, sister of Bruce no less. Anyway, down to this week are Def Leppard with Let's Get Rocked.
This is an MTV Rakeout special announcement. If you want surprise guests, if you want to win fantastic prizes, if you want a phone call from me, and if you want U2, I'm your man. I'll be giving away tickets to every show in Europe. And of course, I'll be playing your requests. The Most Wanted show on MTV, Tuesday to Friday at 20:30. MTV's Most Wanted, starring me.
generation follows its own lines. Going linear, cord or cordless, gives you, every day, a close and precise shave. And when you have several days' growth, switch on the broad trimmer and shade it off in a single stroke. The new line, Braun Linear.
Come on. Where's Sammy? She hates having her hair washed.
Oh, so did we, Sammy, till we got this new shampoo.
New Vidal Sassoon Wash and Go Ultra Mild shampoo and complete conditioner in one. So, no tears, no tangles, just great hair for the whole family.
Where's Sammy now? Come on, we're supposed to wash and go.
New Vidal Sassoon Wash and Go Ultra Mild. No tears, no tangles, just wash and go.
Braun's new Silk Appeal gives you silky smooth legs for weeks. Silk Appeal's rotating discs open and close to act like tweezers, removing even very short hairs. Experience wonderfully smooth legs with the new Braun Silk Appeal.
Sunday on MTV. At 1900, check out what's happening on the charts stateside when the US Top 20 Video Countdown hits your screen. Let's follow that 2100 by 120 minutes. MTV's trip into the world of alternative music. At 2300, it's this week's new videos in review on Expo. And at 2330, join Vanessa Warwick on the Headbangers Ball for 2 hours of heavy metal rock rampage. Sunday night, 1900 US Top 20 Video Countdown. 2100, 120 minutes. 2300, Expo. 2330, Headbangers Ball. Not on TV, on MTV.
Yes, you're back with the MTV Brown European Top 20 Video Countdown. And playing us back into the show in fine style with Two Unlimited, who hold the #7 spot in Belgium this week with their latest cut, Workaholic. And staying in dance mode, we have the new look Chic. Originals Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers team up with Jen Thomas and Silver Logan to create that chic mystique. From the album Chicism, that chic mystique which drops to #17. Also on a slippery slope are Nirvana. They're down 8 places with Come As You Are. Nirvana fans, however, can console themselves with the fact that the band start their European tour in Dublin in the middle of June. Till then, here they are on video at #16. Come As You Are from grunge merchants Nirvana. Next up, our Snap with the second release from the Madman's Return LP. Again featuring the vocal talents of Tia Davenport. Rhythm is a Dancer at 8 in the Netherlands, 6 in Austria, 4 in Germany, and a new entry at 15 on the European charts.
MTV's post-modern, post-blues, post-soul, post-rock and post-roll. The Cure, R.E.M., Sugar Cube, EMF, Nirvana, Red Hot Chili Peppers, KLF, Jesus and Mary Chain, to name but a few. For the newest music that goes beyond the limits. Tune into MTV's Postmodern Wednesday at midnight for an image-breaking music mix you won't find anywhere else but MTV.
Braun voice control stops at a word.
Braun's new Silk Appeal gives you silky smooth legs for weeks. Silk Appeal's rotating discs open and close to act like tweezers, removing even very short hairs. Experience wonderfully smooth legs with the new Braun Silk Appeal.
Techno goes to Hollywood. Red Hard, filmreif, trendgerecht. Techno goes to Hollywood. Die Oscar-verdächtige CD von Sony Music.
Braun reflex control stops at a wing.
Remember, don't know what you don't know, only know what you know.
Now, Right Said Fred singer Richard Fairbrass recently claimed that his idea of heaven was to sit naked on a giant Black Forest ghetto. Oh, well, anyway, no such luxury for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're under the bridge and they're down to number 13 this week. Yes, the Chili Peppers in a mellow mood there with Under the Bridge, number 13 on the MTV Brown European Top 20 Video Countdown. Well, at 12, we have this week's highest new entry. And with a pedigree like this, it couldn't do any less, starring Naomi Campbell, directed by Herbridge, and performed by Michael Jackson, for your pleasure, In the Closet.
And on this week's show, U2 on the opening night of the European leg of their tour in Paris, reaction from pop stars on the LA riots, the kids who wear their clothes backwards, and Swing Out Sisters swing back to the pop scene. Hello and welcome to the Week in Rock, a week where Marlene Dietrich, the great film actress, and Sharon Redd, the disco diva, both died. Sharon Redd, the American disco diva, also died this week. She was known for her hits Never Give You Up, In the Name of Love, and the classic song Can You Handle It, which had recently been remixed by DNA and looked like bringing the singer back into the limelight. She had worked with Bette Midler, Barry Manilow and Grace Jones in her career and was just 46 when she died. A tribute to her will be held in London at the end of this month. Now, U2 started the European leg of their world tour Thursday night at the Bercy in Paris, and we were there to follow the proceedings.
Et demandez les casquettes sur les t-shirts, les beats, les capotes.
I'm just really glad to be back in a part of the world that's kind of older than 200 years, and America's great, but it's good to be back in Europe now.
It's really an event. It's the only date in Paris, one at Lyon, and so everybody from France who wants to see U2 will surely be here tonight.
Travel anywhere for U2. Best band in the world, super group.
They're the best.
There's one problem with Paris. You never get to bed.
It's kind of information overload. Music, visuals, text. I mean, it's just like TV is the point where it all converges and gets just spurted out, we're still exploring it, it's like it's doing different things all the time. We have almost a TV station set up down the end of the building. We've got live cameras And we've got access to satellite images and text and our own pre-recorded images. So it's like the possibilities are endless. It's
Like
really fun.
Everything you know is wrong.
Not an original idea, but I don't think it's ever been done in the context of a concert. Good fun, you know. I mean, we discovered that irony isn't necessarily the enemy of soul, and that you can do things that are very ironic and yet at the same time be saying something that's actually very personal and very true, and that the two aren't necessarily in conflict. We're kind of messing around with it more. It's good.
I bumped into Jim Morrison last night, and he had a message for the people of Paris, which he asked me to pass on. He said, buy as many U2 albums as you can personally afford, and the world would be a better place.
They've been in America for 8 weeks of shows, so this is the first show. It's different, you know, it really is different, but it's good. It's good to be back.
U2 on the road, hitting a town near you very soon. And whilst the U2 started the European leg of their tour, David Bowie started the second leg of his voyage into marriage. Model Iman and David got married in Lucerne City Hall in Switzerland, the second time, actually, for both. And that's it for part 1. See you in part 2.
Every Monday at midnight, MTV screens 2 hours of pure rock. Mondays at midnight on MTV. We call it Rock Block. That's rock, not metal.
Whoa! Getting down and jerking everything inside. We're downtown at the Palladium in New York City, and we have got Brother Beyond coming your way, the band from the UK, hitting it stateside. The album is called Trust, and this is a cut off it. It's called Girl I Used to Know. Getting down with the girl I used to know, Brother Beyond. We have got a live performance coming your way from Rick West. So be back with us after the break, okay?
The Hot Seat. The stars pick 'em, the stars play 'em. All you do is sit back and watch. Next week, Kings of Electro Pop, the Pet Shop Boys. Take a ride in the Hot Seat, all next week at 2000 on MTV and nowhere else.
Well, baby, I'm thinking about your chocolate. Well, baby, I'm thinking about your taste. Well, baby, I'm thinking about your chocolate. Thinking about your taste. Well, maybe I'm thinking about your chocolate, thinking about your taste.
The distinctive sound of Jimmy Somerville, the Singles Collection. A career full of hits all on one album, including his latest single, To Love Somebody. Jimmy Somerville's Singles Collection, 1984 to 90, featuring Bronski Beats and the Communards. The Singles Collection, every one a hit.
Yeah, welcome back to Club MTV. Yeah, here's Club MTV. Rick West is the latest discovery of producer Morris Starr, the guy behind New Kids on the Block, and a chance meeting between the two last summer. Rick was able to get a debut album out north, south, east, and west. And if you go to a New Kids on the Block concert, you'll be able to see this guy, so get there early. You want to know who I'm talking about? Go to the stage. How you doing? Getting down with Rick West right here on Club MTV. Welcome to Club MTV. Hi, nice to see you. Well, what's it like going from talent competitions to opening up for New Kids on the Block?
Oh, it's been amazing, great, you know. Oh.
And what was your reaction when Morris Starr came out and said, "Hey, I want to sign and produce you"? What?
Actually, I thought it was crazy. You know.
But you took him up on it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did you think that you'd get the exposure that you've been getting?
Oh, no. No, I'm still in a state of shock, you know.
Anybody want to know how old he is?
17.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for stopping by. Thanks for getting out of bed. It's past your bedtime. Here's No Face. It's called Half. Thanks a lot. Lady Soul. The ladies in the back here. Getting down there. Ooh. We're going to get down with a young man who's going to rub you the right way when we come back. All the guys are getting down with Lady Soul. They're up there jamming away. We'll be back after.
Friends, Romans, MTV viewers, lend us your ears for one of the most colossal competitions in the history of the civilized world. You could join Simple Minds on a Roman holiday. And who's going?
Simple Mind, you and me.
Yes, we'll deliver you VIP style to the heart of Caesar's empire, Rome itself, to see world-conquering band Simple Minds on their upcoming European tour.
And after the gig, I'll take you backstage to meet the guy.
What do you have to do?
Check out MTV's Round European Top 20 for details as they happen.
I know you gonna dig this.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
MTV. Put it on. All over again.
Watch out. Sometime in October, MTV's gonna grab a lucky winner and take them to see the Queen of Rock and Soul, Tina Turner. If you get the correct answer to our question, we'll pick you up from your doorstep with a limousine and fly you somewhere on the planet to spend 24 mysterious hours in Tina Turner's world. We'll put you up in a luxurious hotel and fill your pockets with spending money. Plus, we'll give you a year's supply of Pepsi. Just name 3 people Tina Turner has duetted with. Send your answers on a postcard, please, to Tina Turner Competition, MTV, PO Box 1384, London NW1 OHW, England. Are you ready for a foreign affair? Brought to you by Pepsi.
What's it all about? It's about making a statement, about being you, whoever you are, wherever you want. The Braun Independent helps make it easy. Without a cord, it heats up fast to give your hair a style that's yours alone. The Braun Independent 2000. It's you, whoever you are.
Dick Tracy, he had the perfect girlfriend to Tess. He had the perfect job.
Tracy,
Until the mob found the perfect weapon.
Rufus Mahoney, meet Dick Tracy.
You gonna make a move? Do I have to do it?
Now, the next move he makes
Just don't ask me to like it.
could be his last.
Trust me.
But she does some nifty undercover work.
Warren Beatty is Dick Tracy. Coming soon to a cinema near you.
And I can still see that little dark opening and what it meant to step down into it.
Hello, Monday evening. How are you this Monday evening? Not too bored, I hope. Well, we'll keep you entertained, hopefully. I'm Roy Cakes, of course, and I am now man of the people. I play your request. This is going to ruin my personal life, I think, this request business, because I'm going to go home and my girlfriend's going to say, Ray, can I just request? I don't mention request. I do that enough at work. Thank you very much. Of course, it's a great pleasure, though, playing your favourite videos. And we will be expanding this format, as we call it in the business, well, into something bigger, really. That's what you normally expand things into. Which will include, you know, phoning you up at home and embarrassing you on the air and things like that. And also maybe requesting your favourite home videos and sending them in. All sorts of things. We'll be doing that as soon as Alan, my director, sort of gets some ideas, which he hasn't got many of at the moment. So hopefully we'll be expanding it all later. In the meantime, here's another request for you. This is who's this from? Frederick Carlson, who lives in Sweden. Svensson and Svenska Top Tier. Frederick would like to see Stephen Biko. Well, of course, he can't really see Stephen Biko because he's dead, isn't he? But he can see the song by Peter Gabriel, Biko. So here he is, especially for you in Sweden and anywhere else you're watching.
On the street, you don't get another quarter.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the United States, MTV brings you Saturday Night Live, the show that broke all the rules and brought you the likes of John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, and Steve Martin. Where else can you see exclusive live performances from the world's top rock stars and celebrity hosts from the stage and screen? Saturday Night Live, the show the stars beg to be on. So tune into MTV for a dose of rock and roll comedy. Weeknights at 2300, exclusively on MTV.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Where can you see John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora make like Simon and Garfunkel? Where can you see Madonna's Mike boldly go where no Mike has gone before? Where can you see 10,000 maniacs act real civilized? Only on MTV. Got that?
Good. I have no more requests. I didn't mean good, of course. No more requests this time round. Some stories from the newspapers, which my research department have meticulously set out on paper for me today. I don't know why they do it, because half the time I don't use the stories, do I? Or I try to take the mickey out of them, but I won't do it. Here's one about Joan Collins. Apparently, Joan has taken up Nancy Reagan's habit of the way Nancy Reagan keeps her skin looking so wonderfully young. That's what it says here. I haven't noticed it, have you? You've seen Nancy on the television, it's like it falls down everywhere. So that's what it says here. Nancy Reagan's beauty tip to Joan Collins is to smear snakes all over you. That's wrong, isn't it? Smear snake oil all over your body every night. That's all very well. What do the snakes think about that? I fancy ending up on Joan Collins' body. Well, probably shouldn't talk about that. Get into all sorts of trouble. Anyway, if you're a snake, hope you're having an enjoyable time watching MTV. Stupid thing to say. Here's a song now, which is not stupid at all, from New York.
Michael Jackson with a video that shows he does have a sense of humor after all. Leave me alone. Anyway, we'll move right on now with a look at some more tour news in our in-town guides. Primus invite you round to Goldwyn's in Birmingham on May the 22nd, or if you prefer, turn up at the Buckley Tivoli on the 23rd. On the 24th, they're gigging at London's Astoria Theatre before moving on to Trent Poly on the 25th. And the haunting melodies of Everly Craven can be heard at Hamburg's Musikhalle tomorrow night, and then on the 13th at Bonn's Brückenforum. On the 14th, she's at Stuttgart's Mozartsaal, and then on the 15th, you can catch the chanteuse at Freiburg's Paulussaal. Orob is at the Hagfors Photo Park on May the 31st, and then on June the 1st, he and Leila K will be at the Hofritz Parken. The Himmlerbacken in Göteborg is the venue on June the 6th, and then on the 7th, it's the Sundspalen in Helsingborg. ZZ Top will be at the Motor Stadium in Helsinki on June the 5th, and then on the 8th, they're at the Söder Stadium in Stockholm. Oslo's Vallehoven Stadium is where to see the boys on the 10th, and then on the 12th, they're at Copenhagen's Gentofte Stadium. All right, more tour news next week, but right now it's over to our news studio.
Thanks, Christiana. 60s soul singer Wilson Pickett has been arrested for driving across the lawn of his neighbour of 20 years, Donald Aronson, and threatening to kill him. When arrested, Pickett also had in his possession a 25-centimetre knife and a baseball bat, and if convicted will face a maximum sentence of 21 years and some heavy fines. The surprise guest at the Simple Truth concert for the Kurds this weekend is thought to be Jeff Beck. It's hoped that the Wembley Stadium gig will raise £20 million for the Kurds. John Lennon's fan club have hit out at EMF's decision to sample the Liverpudlian Killer's voice between two tracks on their debut album, Schubert Dip. The band's record company had no comment about the controversy, but a spokesman for John Lennon and Beatles fans said the saga was in very bad taste, that EMF were only after publicity and the opportunity to sell more records. And finally, tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of Bob Marley's death. We remember the reggae superstar on tonight's News at Night, where we have all these stories in full. For now, back to Christiana.
Well, after those news headliners, we'll be seeing our second big budget clip. And this is probably one of the most imaginative clips ever made, from Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer.